Hi, it's Danielle again for our second journal, week 2, with Instructor Lucas. I wanted to go over the PAR-Q and U, which I am not able to do the assessments that well because my doctors, since I do have this very rare disease and it's complex and it's also combined with another disease I have, which is chronic fatigue syndrome. Those compounded, as you can see, make my brain and my body just not working in sync with what's inside of me, trying to get out. So the pros are that I thought on Figure 3.1 is my nutrition. Thank God I'm a health coach because I can identify my nutrition. I can identify my foods. I do all the time. I constantly am doing elimination diets. I'm having a lot of that going on because my meds were changed and I'm taking less meds, which is great because I can eat more things, but it's not so good because I can't, I feel the pain more. So, the most I could do right now is walking with my cane and my brace on my knee, either right or left, because they're both bilaterally injured, and I haven't been able to get an MRI or MRA yet. Also, I have a TBI, traumatic brain injury, and I also have possible post-concussional stress syndrome, which basically means that my brain is on a loop and I'm constantly having concussions. So I have to set my alarm every night and every day for every 3 hours to make sure that the alarm goes off so I'm awakened so that I don't slip into, God forbid, a coma. This is very serious and very real. I've had hundreds of AITs, which are basically mini strokes within your cardiovascular parts of your head, of your brain. It's not good. The pros are that I stretch and do yoga as many poses as I can. It could just be one day, just 3 poses, or it could be like 5 poses. It depends on the day. I know how to regulate myself. If I start to feel tired, I stop. I always exercise. Before I exercise, I always do a little bit of meditation and prayer. I also do that like 3 times a day. I'm not some evangelistical freak. I actually do, when I talk about pray, I pray in the in the realm of spirituality. I believe in many religions and cultures and what they're I believe in shamanism and all that, and I believe that there is a lot going on, especially with the lunar cycles. Tonight is the super moon, so I'm very excited to get outside, take in some deep breaths, and look at the moon, and just put out some positive energies. I love to walk my dogs for energy. Again, that's modified, and I love doing the higher brain living. It actually helps me to take myself away from my body for just a moment, just a few hours, and I know the pain is there. I just don't feel it as such a heavy burden. But, I'm going through the process. I'm going to heal myself and I'm going to heal others along the way. So these are things I have to go through. The best thing I could be doing right now is, besides seeing all my doctors weekly, basically at this point, is I see a therapist for sessions 2 to 3 times a week. And we do video sessions, or sometimes I visit her, or sometimes on the phone. It's so important that I have Monica, my therapist, because I can't talk to my family. They don't understand it. They want to try and help, but nobody can help you but yourself. And sometimes you can't help yourself, like in the situation I'm in. It's very scary, and it's tough, and it's nice to have somebody that's unbiased listening to you. The cons are all my medical issues is like medicines interrupt, things. I get very dizzy. I get, my vision is very blurred. I also have blackouts. I have all kinds of stuff that's going on that's not fun. Even my teeth, you can't really tell, but they're disintegrating, which is making me crazy. So we have to talk about holistic dentists now to try to see what to do, because I'm gone into like a stage 2 to 3 of CRPS, which is kind of irreversible. So I really need to get on that as soon as possible. And of course, I have to have MRIs of my brains, EKGs and EEGs. So like all these things are going on. So the only way I can stay healthy is through nutrition, through having a great sense of humor, for sure, and having a great outlook on life, because you know what, to be honest, things could be a lot worse. I'm lucky that I have the support and love of others, and a lot of people don't have that. And that helps me get through the hardest days. Which would I be willing to change right now? Obviously, I would love to change my health considerations, but however, that is not going to happen. But here's what I would change. if I didn't have to deal with anything with my brain, anything with my body, I would start training like a triathlete. I would run, I would swim, I would ride my bike, but I'd even ride horses, like maybe a pentathlete. My sister-in-law was for Canada for the Olympic team, but I don't do archery, or fencing, but at least, or whatever other one I could do in there. The fifth one, I would love to do stuff like that. I used to love going skiing and snowboarding. I used to live in Colorado. I love it. I love being at the beach. I love surfing. I love windsurfing. None of that I can do now because my bones have a little bit of disintegration, as do my teeth, which is what the problem is. And a lot of a lot of it is from the disease as well. So until I get myself organized and fixed and find a safe sport, I think I'm going to have to just kind of wait and see what happens with physical therapy, because we're even limiting that right now. But aside from that, I'm very hopeful. I'm an optimist. I can't wait to get back to working out. I've already lost weight from my diet. You can't tell. I'm not going to stand up because I'm I'm in my pajama. Well, I'm in my yoga clothes, but but it's a nice treat to be able to get my body, my mind, and my nutrition first before I work on my body. Have a great night.